Hey, George. Good morning. Good to see you. Trying to be seen in the big kid. What? Trying to be seen in the big kid. I'm not ready for this. Yeah, you're not much. I'm doing all right. Thank you. Yeah. You're not much. You know, we'll just.
Did you?
What'd you say?
I was gonna say, did you figure out what you're doing or not, or
As far as my.
all your surgeries?
Oh,
and
yeah. I'm
all
going to
this?
do a. I'm definitely going to get my hip replaced in
Okay.
February. I wish it was tomorrow, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I think it's a positive. After going up to Duke and getting about 3 opinions, because I like to avoid surgery if possible.
Yeah.
And they all, 3 different surgeons said pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
That is, you got lots of arthritis in the right hip,
Okay.
and you got some bone on bone, and you're healthy enough to get it done now because you're going to need it a year, 2 or 3. I'm 75 years old,
Yeah.
so you're going to need it. So
Yeah.
don't do it.
Don't do it when you're 80.
Exactly.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. So I'm going to do it. I had the left one done about 6 years ago. It worked out well. Hips are pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah, hips are pretty straightforward.
Okay. It's amazing how much medicine's advanced.
Amazing. Outpatient. If they take you early enough in the morning, 8:30, 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
and you come out of anesthesia,
Okay.
and you
Yeah.
got something to go home with, and they know you got a safe space when you get to the house,
Yeah.
which I do with my wife, and you can take a few steps with a walker, you're out of there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
That's. Gosh, I can remember, like when we were young, people would go in for cataracts and be in the hospital for a
absolutely.
week, much
Yeah.
less,
You remember the old days, you ever watch Star Trek?
Yeah.
And remember one of the scenes is they look back on us and they go, can you believe they used to cut people to heal them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
well, here's an agenda here. Okay. Did you get the minutes from me? Mm-hmm. You got them, okay, fine. Actually, they were done by
Ashley.
Ashley. Here's yours. See you all shows up. I sent a notice to everybody.
Get a feeling today is
What?
quick, I hope.
Yeah, it is going to be quick today. There's a lot going on. It seems like everything's in, just report.
Yeah.
I think we'll be out here in 45 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to. 45 minutes would be good. So
Yeah,
I may
that's
leave
amazing.
a quarter till. So
I mean, I don't see why we won't be.
Who put the agenda?
I did.
Please drop the doctor. The only people who go by doctor are your MDs.
Oh, fine. That's fine. It's your title. I'd be glad to drop it.
That was a gift from the Chestnut people. I brought one to each of us, so I saved them for you all who were not here.
What you call it, state, I can't remember the name of it.
Where it's safe, but it's not yours.
No, it has a special name? What did he? I don't remember what.
Good. Hey, Ashley, good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you. Tyler. So we're waiting just really for Mason and Ann. See what kind of morning she's having.
Good morning.
Hello?
Where you come in with no coat, dude? Okay. You are not related. I need some of those warp jeans that you have.
That's what these are. The leggings.
Oh, they're the insulated leather.
I mean, I can do anything on them.
Okay, well, yeah, I just noticed him in a t-shirt and sweatpants, so. Well, you got a hat. You do have a hat on, I'll give you that. You like cold weather?
Bad than hot.
I'll go with the hot.
Well, got from the rally, you wear shorts and t-shirt the last 2 days.
Yeah.
And then come back here and then,
Biltmore stick.
There you go.
That's called what, a bill?
Biltmore stick. It was invented by the Forester.
By Olmsted or whoever?
Years and years and years. This is all Foresters that are that and
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was here at the last meeting, so I got mine there. I forget where I put it somewhere special in the house, which is, I don't know where it is now. So special. Oh, here.
That's so sad. All I had to do is turn it over.
All you had to do was turn it over.
You know, I was proud of myself for being able to do it.
You were
Hey,
doing
Ann.
that.
Ann, sit over here.
Tree height, 50 or 100 feet. Well, that means you know how far 50 feet is from the tree.
Sit over here.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Geometry is
It's too
amazing.
far away.
I can't leave early. Stay 50 feet
We're not gonna be
away
long
and
today.
then hold it at this
I've got to
distance.
change tomorrow to 2 o'clock. Is that a problem?
No, I'll let
Okay,
him
fine.
know.
Let him know. Okay.
Evaluated.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm going to end up calling, so I'm going to be late.
Chestnut even.
They have to be reclaimed chestnuts, so no trees were destroyed to make these.
Oh, I know. They have a stash of somebody who has clear chestnut and, oh, yeah.
We'll give it to like 2 minutes after, because the only person we're waiting for is Mason. I didn't hear from him, so I don't know if he's coming or not.
Hear the door.
Mr. Mason?
But I heard.
Good. Chief of Police.
Hey, Deb, how are you?
One of them's home. Because I see it's there. So that's from that one.
Oh, good morning. Okay, great.
This was a gift from the Chestnut Foundation last meeting.
It's to measure tree.
All right. We'll let Mason get organized and we'll get started.
Good morning.
Hey, Mason. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you.
Roll that, man.
Oh, here. Oh, that's careful. You all right?
Yeah, I hit my head every time.
That's for you. All right, 2-minute warning.
I had one on Louisiana, just at the end there, of
Elizabeth, how's Clay? He's doing well? I have to give him a call. We have to get together. I'm going to give him a call. We'll get together.
That sounds fun.
Like-minded people. I like it.
Yes.
I haven't seen you since you were away again. You're always moving. You went, when I saw you in the restaurant, you were going somewhere.
Yeah,
You don't remember, do you?
I don't remember. I remember seeing you. I don't remember where was it? It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't a trip in Paris, or the plane, maybe it was the bike trip. The trip before that was the one out northwest, right?
And thank you
Yeah, I
again for
think
your
we've
help.
seen you since we got back in the bike.
Right, that's right, okay. All right, half a minute, and we'll get seated, and we'll get started. Andy, I give you
get over here in half a minute.
That's for you. All right, so I think we'll get started. So I'm going to call the tree board meeting to order, Monday, November the 10th. And welcome, everybody. It's good to see you. November 10th, what did I say?
Oh, I thought you said February.
Maybe I did. That's possible. Okay.
This is the hearing aid that doesn't work.
Okay. All right. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for everybody showing up on time, and we have a full board today, so thank you for that. So the first thing I think we'll do is do a moment of silence. Okay, thank you. So first I want to thank Ashley for getting the minutes to me. I did send them off to the town. I'm not sure everybody saw them or got them. So I think I'm going to read them very quickly, okay? Just as a reminder, then we'll approve them, okay? Town of Montreat Tree Board minutes from October the 14th. Attendees were Ed Kramer, Elizabeth Hamilton, Ashley Manson, Marek, Tyler Smith. Meeting was called to order by the chair, and a moment of silence was observed. The minutes from September 9th were approved. The summary of the meeting. Representatives from the American Chestnut Foundation presented to the board, John Chastain and Angus Mullis McCord. They are pursuing progeny test sites, and the board discussed the option of using the property between Virginia and Assembly for a Montreat garden for a chestnut grove. Point number 2, the Treasure Tree Walk is planned for the 29th of October, subsequently postponed to the 12th of November due to the inclement weather. The new map is ready. There has been renewed interest from the community in nominating trees. The board discussed setting a deadline for nominations so the trees could be submitted once a year to Swannanoa Tree Alliance. Point 3, hemlock update. The 15 at-risk hemlock trees were treated by Ryan with the Appalachian Tree Care, Elizabeth and Ashley, on the 7th of October. All trees were marked accordingly, and Ryan donated his time and equipment. The manufacturer donated the insecticide. No cost was incurred by the town. Services were valued at over $4,000. Point number 4, website. Landcare is updating the website. Elizabeth has sent hemlock updates already. The site needs a better connection between the tree board and Landcare. Point 5, Tree City USA requires an Arbor Day, and it was not done in 2024. Arbor Day 2025 will be celebrated in conjunction with the Treasure Tree Walk. It is working on the application for 2025, and it will be submitted by 12/31/25. Point 6, Tyler reported the town was working on removing fallen trees over the creek. 3 have already been completed to date. Cut off here in the printout, so I'm sorry about that. I guess the Landcare is planning, I'm going by memory, planning for a plant sale for the 11th of October 2026, and the Landcare is meeting monthly, and the next tree board meeting will be on Monday, November 10th at 9 a.m. Not as the 11th as previously scheduled, because tomorrow's a holiday. The meeting was adjourned at 10:05 a.m. Okay, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
All right, so, moved in second. Okay, all right, so, I'm taking the notes today because we're going to have an election later on in the new business for a new secretary. Okay, so, fine. All right, so, old business. Elizabeth, we got the Treasure Tree coming up on tomorrow, right?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday, sorry.
Wednesday,
Right.
3:30, and it's supposed to be like 57 degrees and very low chance of rain, which is much better than the prior forecast was, which was half an inch of rain. So we look forward to doing that. Ann and I have talked, and probably need to get together again, about folding in whatever Arbor Day, and we can talk for a minute later.
It's going to be real low key.
Really, but should check the box.
Okay. Are there sign-ups in advance, or just whoever shows up will show up?
Whoever shows up.
I think the publicity was pretty good.
Publicity's been,
Yeah,
MRA
yeah.
publicized it, it's been in the town meeting, so I
Right.
think it's fine, and whoever
Right.
shows up, it's fine, you know, and there's a self-guided map, so people can certainly
Right,
go self-guided too.
Right.
So my understanding about Arbor Day is we have to have it proclaimed as Arbor Day, so we might need something from the town.
We'll get to that in a minute,
Yeah.
but yeah, whatever you have.
Or could we have, the town council meets this week, if we need to, we could have them ask that they read it, you know,
Yeah.
during the public comments or something.
Yeah, I would agree. I'll get to that later. Submit by the 31st of December, so whether it comes,
Right, but
Before or after?
I'm talking about the one for 25. So
right, that's what I'm
25,
talking
We
about.
have to proclaim it as Arbor Day.
Correct,
Arbor Day.
right,
We have to do
right,
the proclamation.
right, okay, for
So
sure.
maybe we could fold it into the town council meeting, if it has to be
Right.
that official.
Okay, all right, I'll make that request.
You and I talked about that with Jane Alexander at the Landcare
Yeah.
Festival meeting, and she was like, yes, no problem.
Okay, yeah,
Tim's done a few.
We just need
He
to.
knows.
Okay, all right.
yeah.
All right, thank you for that reminder. So how long is the tree walk? Just a few points.
Well, it's from the, I assume it'll be an hour and a half
Okay,
probably, because
yeah.
it's from the meet at the Nature Center, and we'll walk towards the gate and back, so
Okay.
from Montreat, it would be rated flat and easy.
Yeah, yeah. And who's leading it?
Nancy Midget and Jason Nance
Okay,
are
great.
leading it.
Very nice. Okay, thank you for that. And any questions for Elizabeth? Okay, thank you for that effort. And look forward to that. I'll be there. Okay, Hemlock. Any updates on what we're doing in the Hemlocks?
From a public perspective, no. From a private perspective, I have been treating trees and have a donation to the town to present.
Oh,
Woo-hoo.
well,
$177.
wow, okay.
So, my agreement with the residents who
Wow, very
Thank you.
nice.
that we would donate 10% of the
Wow, thank you, that's,
back to the town.
See ya, Mason.
Mason.
Don't
you know
spend
where
it all in one place.
this- Town Commissioner, make sure it gets in our account.
So,
Thank you.
that's the only activity.
Thank you so
we have.
much.
But it's been a good learning experience, and the first thing I learned is never put your cell phone in your back pocket when you're climbing through the forest. Because then you have to go find it.
Yeah, right, okay. Did you find it? Or was that?
It took me almost an hour. All the leaves.
All right, and I think I should talk to you after the meeting about making your services now that it's pretty well aware, and the town residents aware.
Okay, and just
Okay.
for the record, I am doing it through Red Coat, which is my company out of Atlanta.
Okay.
And I've got my licenses all through
Right,
here, so,
okay, yeah, wonderful.
so we're able
So
to execute those fully too.
Can you just, without going to names, what you did? I mean,
Certainly.
yeah,
The first visit is to go out and measure the trees and evaluate their health and determine which ones are worth saving, which ones are too small to be treated. And so I measure the trees and evaluate it, and then provide a one-page proposal to the resident, and the resident then signs the proposal, and I actually mix everything in my house. I just don't like the risk of having that much concentrate in the field. And so I mix everything in my house, and I put them in 48-ounce containers, just like HRI had, and I go out to the property. It takes me less than 15 minutes to actually apply. But it's all preparation, measuring, and all that beforehand. And then the objective is to go back in 1 year and
I was gonna ask you.
evaluate the health.
right.
If it does need another application, I can do that, but all the trees that I treated this round were treated with both, and they both were done for. So they've both gotten the bonus shot plus the treatment plan.
Yeah, wow, beautiful. I think it's great that as a tree board, not only what we've done as a tree board with the right-of-ways, but now with your involvement in the community, we're really making great strides in saving our hemlocks.
And I hope more residents
Right,
want to treat their private property, because I walk around,
oh, there's, right,
see all sorts of trees that really look like they need love.
right. Okay, we'll talk more about that. Okay, great. Any other questions for Elizabeth? Okay, Ann, anything, so the Arbor Day is going to be part of the Treasure Tree?
Yeah, we're going to try. I know Elizabeth and I have talked about it, and it's a good point about, I don't think we've put Arbor Day on any of that advertising. And I've got the stand that has all of the floodplain stuff. It's almost to an end, but surprisingly, when we've had it up at the Heritage Center, people have been interested in it and said, oh, look here. So we'll have all of that. I'll take the hemlock tree stuff down too. And we'll just do what we can. They can tell us, no, that wasn't an Arbor Day celebration or not, but, we can explain what's happened with Helene and weren't able to do anything in the spring, that sort of thing. So I think we'll just do what we can. And I told Eddie that I'd be happy to help him with the application, because it dawned on me, anybody who's doing some things and you have volunteers, we need all of those volunteer hours for the application. It doesn't matter whether it's tree board, but definitely land care, any of the work you've done when you've been not investigating, but looking at trees, any of that is all counted for taking care of the health of the trees in the town. And so that goes to the Arbor Day. That'll go to a.
Do you have a report from the April hemlock tree? Because that report had volunteer hours.
Okay, but anything else, and I don't know if I do or not, to be quite honest with you, Ashley. And I know, but anyway, that time for that is now. And I know Barry's going to love it when I say, how many trees have you cut down? And we're going to have a bazillion. So, but they're, the town staff is part of the resource of the information, so.
What about a banner? Do I have a banner in my basement? Did you give that to me when you handed it over? Do we need the banner for Wednesday or not? I think we have a Tree City banner, or something like that.
Oh, I know we have Tree City flags. Yeah, I have one, and I'm happy to bring. Everybody has a tree.
Okay. I'll see what I have in the basement that you gave me. You
I
want
have-
any of it for Wednesday or not?
Well, I know where mine is, if you don't know
All
where
right,
yours
okay, you
is.
got one, fine.
Yeah,
Are we doing any handouts?
yes, we'll have as many handouts as we can grab,
Okay.
put our hands on, and if they take them, great.
Correct.
And I know that a lot of people would like to see QR codes on some of these handouts, but we need somebody who can develop the QR codes and then redo some of those handouts with a QR code on it, so,
Anybody in the office in that school?
huh?
Anybody in the office?
Not to my knowledge.
Nobody, okay.
It's-
Yeah.
I don't.
I-
You're good.
There's freebie QR code sites on, as long as it's a static code online, and I think I can make them, and I think Ashley, I've made one, and I think you've made one. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but I will be totally frank that I haven't done
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I can try to help.
I
can try to
am
help you with-
challenged technically,
Okay,
so.
I told I went and looked up old land care information because of the plant sale, because I had a bunch. And I think they're trying to redo some of their flyers. And so I think this is a connected effort because some of these flyers are actually land care flyers, not tree board flyers. And so, and I'm happy to try to help between the two with looking through and updating that. And I know, George, I'm not going to step on land care. If land care is going to do it themselves, that's fine. But I'll offer my assistance.
Thank you.
But we do all work together, and I think it's
Yeah.
important, any of the land care projects, and especially the all-access walk and the refurbishing of that. A lot of those volunteer, I know George has got a bazillion volunteer hours on there, but that all goes, and that will count toward Tree City that we are providing this access, so.
Question for you, what time do you want all of us there to assist you in setup? We're starting at 3:30, you want us there at 2:30?
What an excellent question. Yeah, I will try and get over there around 2, because I'll be working, and I can just leave from the Heritage Center. Let's try for 2 to 2:30, because I need to talk to Jason about where to put stuff, and hopefully there's not going to be a whole lot of wind. But I'm not holding my breath.
Okay. All right, good question. Thank you. Any other questions for Ann? Okay. All right, Tree City application. So as Ann mentioned, I've opened up the application online, and Periphery just started to fill some things in. It is a very detailed application. That's why they give you 4 months to complete it, I'm sure. Okay. So you and I will meet, since you
Yeah.
have some experience in it.
Yeah.
And I don't have any experience. And I think for the next meeting, I'll bring something, I think what I will try and do is bring almost a completed Tree City application to the next board meeting, get it handed out beforehand, have you guys see it beforehand, we'll review it as a board, and maybe at that point submit it.
I think we need to check the deadline for filing,
December 31.
for sure.
Yeah,
Because there was always 2 in there when I was
I saw
doing
the
it.
one, there could be 2, I'll double check myself.
Yeah, double check,
Okay.
'cause I always thought it was like around the 1st of December.
Okay.
And hopefully they've changed it, so.
Okay, I will double, based on what you just said, I'm going to double check myself. I do remember the December 31st date, but I'll double check.
Yeah.
All right, but that'll be the plan.
Great.
Okay, we'll get it together, get it to you guys before the next meeting, which is December 9th. Discuss it at the board meeting, and hopefully submit it with any revisions or editing that you guys want to make. Okay? All right, plant sale update.
Well, since my name is on here, I'll
Right.
talk, but actually, it's the tree board or the Montreat citizens have a pretty good representation because myself, Ashley, and Ann are also, all 3 of us are trying to attend these meetings for different
Right.
reasons, and because we're just want to be sure it's a successful event. I think we met a week or so ago. They're trying to divide up into different tasks. Ashley stepped up to take up a lot of the logistics on the day of and coordinating with vendors and whoever's having tables. MRA helps with a lot of the logistics. It is now called the Land Care Festival and Arbor Day. And I didn't write down the subheading, but like celebrating flora and fauna in Montreal. Because it's actually a land care festival, and then it's also Arbor Day. So that'll be the heading instead of plant sale, because the
Right.
focus isn't as much on just selling plants. There's a lot of native plant sales in the region.
I like the new title. Yeah, the new title's nicer. Plant sale, people think it's for plants. They come and they buy. Now, this is more encompassing.
And it really is the
Yeah.
big land care festival. And it'll be a great community event on Moore Field, April 11th, 10 to 2.
Right.
There'll be some food. A lot of different organizations have already expressed interest in attending. Kathy Putman's doing an awesome job being the chair of that committee, so kudos to her and all the other folks from Land Care that are working on it. If anyone else is interested in joining to assist the day of, I think their participation is most welcome.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds like a great event. Really wonderful event.
And we will be looking for day of volunteers as well as set up during and after volunteers.
Now, where is it usually held? Up in the parking lot, Anderson parking
Moore
lot?
Center,
Moorfield.
The Moore, okay, good.
under the Moore Center, all of that area.
Okay, nice.
And we are also looking for the college to participate as well, and hopefully get the student volunteers.
Yeah, they're still in session, right, April 11th? Okay.
And they
Wonderful.
will be in April, so.
Yeah. So what is our role again as tree board? Just another
So
vendor, another
one of
table?
the task is if the tree board knows of anybody who might be doing like tree giveaways, that way we could offer a few trees to, I don't know under what exactly, how we would be offering them. I think that would be up to us to decide, but if we
Okay.
do know of somebody that has that. What else has officially as tree board, being sure that HRI, Hemlock Restoration, Chestnut Foundation, and folks like that are reaching out, but Ashley very kindly volunteered to kind of be the one point of contact for vendors who are coming, like, what time do you come, how many tables and chairs do you get? There's a lot of
I understand.
detailed logistics there, and I appreciate her taking that on. What else is tree board doing?
Well, basically we have 3 different groupings of vendors. We have the folks who will be coming to literally vend, right? They're going to sell
Right.
plants or sell honey or whatever that happens to be.
Right.
We've also asked them to have an educational component to whatever they're doing.
Okay.
There's the groups like HRI and Chestnut, which are purely there for educational purposes and to, whether they have a child activity or whatever they want to do, it's really up to
Right.
them to how to present their piece.
Right.
And then we also have, we're going to use the bottom floor of our center to give presentations, like maybe 5 to 10 minute little presentations on different subjects that are important to Montreal people.
All through the day?
Well, it's within a 4-hour period.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's what I
it's-
mean, yes.
Yeah, and so there'll also be food in that room.
Nice.
And then kind of give a more concentrated venue for those folks who have a lot more information to share, like, Bill is, sorry, I'm forgetting the name.
His wildlife, certified wildlife or rain garden?
Yeah, I don't have this in front of me right now, but, so there's going to be a lot of moving parts going on during the day. I think it's changing.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. So, but the tree boards will have like a table with information about native things in Montreal?
Yeah, we'll make sure we do.
Yeah, okay, great.
We could, or we
Yeah,
could be in
okay.
conjunction with Chestnut
Okay,
Chestnut
good.
and HRI have their own tables, and that
Correct.
covers some of it.
Right.
And then we could also have one as tree board, but then,
All right, so
you know,
we
are we
talked about it.
overlapping?
We'll keep talking, I'll keep putting it on the agenda.
Okay.
The
Develop it.
HRI has been invited.
Right.
They have not committed yet because they don't make their schedule until the end of the year. So,
Okay.
if for some reason they cannot attend, then
We can do it.
Board can do the
Right.
hemlock table.
Okay, good.
I think we're-
Okay, good.
Yeah, and,
All right.
and tree board we could also run another treasure tree walk or something.
Yeah, okay, great.
or have the deadline for tree nominations that day or something.
All right. I'll keep putting it on the agenda, and I'll change the name from plant sale to something, to the new title. Okay, great, thank you. All right, that's all the old business that I came up with. Does anybody have anything else on their old business?
And I do have some new business.
Yeah,
to
we'll
add.
get to that, okay, all right. So, all right, so new business, well, why don't you go first, then,
Oh, you don't want to start with your
Ann? No, we'll go with you. It's on your mind, go for it.
This just came to me last week. Ann Chesky, who is director of the Heritage Center, is on the committee for America 250 North Carolina Buncombe County. They're for their 250th anniversary. And one of the things they are doing is a project called Beyond the Liberty Tree. And what they're trying to do is get a landmark tree celebrating the 250th anniversary in every county in North Carolina. And has purpose. I've got application forms and stuff. So we have a chance, if we want to put in our nomination. Part of it, the deadline for the application is January 15. February 15 is the notice. There's all sorts of money that has to be paid. So they're working also on trying to find an artist who can design a plaque for the trees. I have all of this here. And this is to celebrate, I guess, the Liberty tree that had been cut down around Boston at the beginning of the Revolutionary War. And it's just, it's a project for ecological and environmental awareness through reforestation programs across areas that were devastated by Hurricane Helene in western North Carolina. So this is one of the things that they are doing. And for anyone who would like to get some of this information, I am happy to make copies of this. And so you can take a look at it and see. I don't know if it's something Land Care might be interested in. I don't know if it's something we want to tackle. Whether the town wants to tackle it or not. I can find out all the...
It's one tree per county?
That's the way I understood it.
Then maybe it's something we could work on in conjunction with, like, the Swananoa Valley Tree Alliance,
Right. Yeah.
because it sounds like it's not,
Yeah.
it's bigger than just us.
Right.
And I don't think, okay, my history's pretty rusty on this, but I do not believe there were any battles, Revolutionary War battles fought in Buncombe County. And of course, it was much bigger county area at that time, and I may be very wrong in that. So, but it's a thought. I would think some counties would want to make one in honor of who fell at that last battle in the Revolutionary
The
War.
only
or
thing I
something.
can think of is the Over Mountain Men before the Battle of Kings Mountain may have come through portions of Buncombe County. I don't think they did, but I think they went a little west, east of the trail by the time they got across. I don't know. That would be the only thing I can think of directly connected.
And is there a specific day this program takes place, or just like a period of
Of
time
course
they're going to
there is.
celebrate?
And of course,
Maybe
I've
we
lost-
can think
I've
of doing
lost
something
it.
in Montreat on that day. Something small, but just in recognition.
There are two meetings that are coming up on October, well, one was October 20th, the next one is Wednesday. Where is it going to be? Shoot.
Wednesday, which one? This,
To talk about
This coming
this
Wednesday.
part of the celebration. They're interactive sessions. I can't, for some reason, I want to think it's an online thing. I'll have to,
all right, so I'm going to put this back on the agenda for the next meeting. We'll
Okay.
get a little more updated on that, okay? Sounds like an opportunity to do something
yeah.
at our end. Does that sound good? Does that sound all right?
Sure,
Put it
sounds
back
good.
on the agenda.
Yeah, and I
We'll go through it a
apologize.
little more, And,
I know there's an,
And why don't you get me a copy of it, and I'll look through it.
I'll be happy to, yeah.
Okay.
And I
After
do
the
not
meeting, I'll
have
look
this
through it.
on. I do
Before the
not-
next meeting, we
Yeah,
can look through
I
it.
have to make a hard copy for you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a great
There was
program.
another date that I thought was close, but I can't remember now what it is.
Okay, any other questions for Ann on that? We'll keep talking about that.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
all right, so let's do the Chestnut Foundation. I have been in touch with them. They are going to come back to Town Hall next week. I'll have to give you guys a date, meet with us. They are considering us now for a research, one of the research spots. Yeah, I've been in touch with them, and they're very much interested. They like the willingness that they experienced at the last meeting. They've been looking for a spot in Buncombe County, and they know we have some property available, and we're easy to deal with, which is very important to them. So they are really looking at us as their place in Buncombe County to do research, whatever that means to them. So it's all good. So I will let you guys know. The meeting's set. I just forgot to write it down and bring it to you. But everybody's invited to be.
I'd like to try and be
Yeah,
there.
they're-
Yeah.
so the gentleman, not the one that's, well, I think they're both coming. The one gentleman made the big presentation. He's really the main guy for what we're talking about.
Who is that? Do you remember?
His name is Angus.
Is
Angus
what?
was the scientist.
Yeah, he was the scientist that came.
John was the business developer.
Correct. They're both coming, but Angus,
Okay.
okay. And they're coming with the intention not just to hand out rulers again, but really to form a partnership with the town of Montreat.
Love it.
Okay, so that's really happening.
That's great.
Yeah. Okay, good. So that's where that is.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll get that out to you later today through text. All right. So,
I do have one.
yeah, sure.
Additional thing I wanted to do before.
Yeah. Sure.
So I was invited by the Swananoa Valley Wild chapter. They were the ones who put on the Lingering Hemlock program that was done at Walk Up about a month ago. I met Luke there. He invited me to attend their board meeting and to just learn more about what they were doing in their community. This is a group of very passionate people. They have done work in Fox Creek in the Swananoa area, also Lake Tomahawk. They have many activities going on. They have also received a grant to plant trees and have asked us if we would like to have some trees planted using this grant. So we need to figure out what we want to do to partner with them to have trees planted in Montreat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
That'd be great.
how do we start? Where do you want us to go?
Should they come talk to us as a board?
I can certainly invite Luke to attend, and we can explore more about what they're doing.
Right.
He's a very sharp guy.
Okay. And
Mason, are there, if we wanted to plant trees on town land, how would we go about knowing which land and what trees?
Who do we need to
We-
correlate this project with?
Well,
Correlate with,
I think we really have to go to Barry and see where we need trees. And, you know, it doesn't do any good to plant trees where you don't need them.
right.
You just hurting the existing stock. So I think that's where we go. He's got the inventory of town land. And maybe some other places in town. Town doesn't own the land that could use the trees. And you may want to contact the IRA. Tanner, for example, may have some areas where he feels trees are needed. I know they're needed up high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really do need to reforest. But down low, candidly, we don't need a lot of reforestation, so.
Well, I'll
So
invite-
MRA
I'll
and-
invite him to the next meeting.
yeah, December 9th.
And we'll have him talk about what the program really
Right, and I'll try to get Barry here.
And maybe
Heads up.
Tanner from MRA too would be a good,
Tanner?
yeah.
Jennifer,
Because MRA in the town kind of work with some
Okay.
land together, I think, so that it
and they have their
overlaps.
own one, but again, for those of you who don't know, we're not, Montreat's not like a regular town. A lot of the common area is not really owned by the town. It's owned by the MRA, so.
Yeah.
I think it looks like what in the normal community would be town land, but it's not, so. All the recreational land virtual.
But some of the green spaces are owned by both.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe, actually, maybe speak to your friend Luke, see if he can come. If he can't come, then we'll make Tanner and Barry aware of it as well.
Okay. All right, well, I'll make the first move, we'll get
Fine.
here, and let's, like I say, once we get that confirmation, we can invite them.
Correct. Okay, great. Another
Fantastic.
great opportunity for the tree board. Okay, thank you for that. All right. Anybody else?
George, is there anything in the Flat Creek project that we're, as a result of?
We're going to be planting lots of trees, yes.
I didn't know whether this might be something that you could tap into.
We're still talking to Barry about the land across the creek.
Look at this help.
Could overlap.
I know the budget is short on the project, right? And so it could offset some of the costs for the trees.
We're not to the point yet of identifying trees, so we're getting there. But
Or maybe
we will have to replace the trees.
you might want to put your name in the hat of this,
Yeah.
even if you don't know now, just depending on the timing of the grant.
Okay.
Right.
So you'll have some discussions before the next meeting? Okay, great. All right, all right. Another thing I have, we need a new secretary. I'll just ask, are there any volunteers? If not, I'll keep the minutes. I mean, they're not that detailed, so if nobody has the time, I'd be glad to do it. Just, I don't, we have to officially have a secretary. I don't know if that's part of it or not, but since there's no volunteers, I will continue to take the minutes. Fine. All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, Tyler, anything on the inventory update? Anything?
Nothing new. I don't think the guy had anything fallen or anything since a month and a half ago when we had a high wind that knocked things over, but then
Normal things, huh?
the last week with all this high wind, nothing,
Okay, that's a good sign.
haven't anything happened yet, so.
All right. All right, okay. All right. Do you speak to Barry between meetings about what's going on?
Not this one. Tried getting a hold of him, but I guess he's out of town
He's
still,
home.
so he won't be back till Wednesday.
He's in a tree somewhere.
He's in a tree. He's hiding in a tree. So maybe between meetings, you speak to him? Between
Yeah.
board meetings?
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, I
fine.
speak
Okay,
to
good.
him, but didn't get enough tree information before they left.
Okay.
And then he probably went ahead and took today off, knowing that they're off tomorrow, so he probably,
All right, good.
We should have lots of work to come on to, we have a school record.
Right, exactly. Okay. Commissioner Blake, anything from the town you want to share with us?
I do, one thing that folks may know about, we've got a meeting this Thursday, so everybody knows. We've got a number of things on the agenda, one of which is the Flat Creek Crossing is going to give an update of how they're moving forward. So I think that'll be of interest. One thing that you probably don't know about is we're going to be taking up a memorandum of agreement with the North Carolina Department of Safety Emergency Management Department. And it's called the SMART program. I'm not sure exactly what that acronym means, but essentially it's FEMA funds that have been obtained to basically clear trees from our streams. And we weren't sure this kind of state money, this kind of money was going to be available. Earlier there was some money, then it was taken away. Well, now it's back. So this program will give us hopefully funds. I'm not going to count my chickens till they're hatched, but it looks very promising that we'll get some funds to beginning to clear some of the dead trees from our streams, and not just Flat Creek, but some of the tributaries, the major tributaries to Flat Creek. So that will be interesting. The only other thing that's sort of habitat oriented that will be probably a spirited discussion on is a wildlife eating ban, which we will be discussing. And I'm sure that all chirping about that. So,
Okay. All right. Any questions for the commissioner? I have one question. All this money I read in the newspaper being released to North Carolina, are we getting any of it as a town? I know we have a lot outstanding.
We've done, I think we're getting close. We're going to start to talk, just on that score, we'll talk about a few things that are related to money and the restoration, and perhaps looking at some loans. We're getting ready for several of our major projects to move. You've got these different classifications of funds, and when it finally gets to the end of the last classification, where it's state is authorized, the money's authorized so that it will be given to the state to dispense to the local governments, and that's a certainty. And we're getting several projects near that last stage. So, but once you've got to fund that money in advance, because you don't, for every project's over like $1,300,000 or something like that, they will only reimburse you. So that is moving along. It is slow, but it is.
It's moving.
Town manager there is just moving it along, and we just have to be patient. We're getting close to some of the first major projects.
Just out of curiosity, how much are we owed by the government?
We're not owed anything by them yet.
Okay.
So far we owe them because we've gotten some, but the amount that ultimately we will get is somewhere between, I want to say in a 12, 13, $14 million area.
Wow. That's a lot. Wow.
Ultimately, we'll see. Again, a lot of the programs aren't as far along as these first few, but first few are about $4 million, so it's a big chunk.
It's a lot of progress in a little more than a year. Okay. Any questions for the commissioner? Okay, thank you. The Public Works guys aren't here today, so we'll skip that. Unless anybody has anything they want to add about Public Works that they know of, or their interactions? No?
Yeah, let me make a comment.
Sure.
Since you skipped over my lane care update.
Yeah, well, let's come back to you. I'm giving you the last shot.
Most of what I was going to say has already been said. One of the
Okay.
best days in my life in the last 2 months was Kathy Putnam standing up to the plate and taking over the idea of the spring festival. Because she has done a remarkable job, as all of the comment on. A lot of people in this community don't listen to Kathy. So that was a big load off my back, believe me. We are going to have an update on the Creek project. One of the things that I was hoping that we would start to see some activity last week or this week, whether they permit. One of the first pieces that has to fall into place is Barry has to build a retaining wall around the pump station. And his intention is to use a lot of the material that is currently laying in the path of our trail. So he hoped to get that started before Thanksgiving and get that wall built using material that was deposited Thanksgiving, which will help us too. So, look for activity sometime in the next couple of weeks. We hope weather dependent, and that will be the start of the joint consideration of our project and his needs. Very grateful to be working together. The only other comment that I would take a follow up on Tyler. 2 trees fell last week. One on Chapman Road itself took out a power line. The power company took care of bucking it up and getting it out of the way. But I was walking up back home the other day, walked up the lookout, turned the corner at Chapman, and heard a tree fall somewhere behind me. As I turned the corner, our neighbors were sitting there, and she hollered out, "Did you hear that?" And I said, "Yeah, I heard that. I just walked by there." I have no
Yeah.
All right, thank you for that update. And I won't use doctor anymore, I promise you. Won't use doctor. You yelled at me for that. Okay, all right. So, before we get into, the next meeting, December the 9th, before we get into adjournment, any members want to make any just general announcements about anything? We got a lot going on. We're at Freeport. Thank you for all that you guys are doing. Everybody's got a project going on, which is the way it should be. Let's communicate between meetings, which is important. All right, so with that, I will ask for a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
okay. Thank you all for coming. Sorry to get you so early for a short meeting. It's all good.
Good
Awesome.
meeting.
Okay, thank you.
What do you think?
And our hours
Okay,
for all the tree stuff that we've been doing.
okay, thanks, yeah.
All right.
And then
So I'm going to, tomorrow, 2
we'll
o'clock.
probably need to get.
Okay. When did you want to get together?
Yeah, when do you want to get together? You want to set up a time right now?
That's for,
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
all those hours.
Yeah.
All those hours count, yeah.
We can do- I don't think we're going to get it all done in one. I'll print it out and
Just count anything.
you want to do it this week.
Okay.
What's your, some better days than others?
Awesome.
You want to do when I come back tomorrow? You going to be around the house?
Craft Week sign up is today.
Okay, fine.
What's that?
Oh, Craft Week sign up begins today.
What's your best day?
Oh, I think it's only.
Yeah, for you. Okay, let's look at morning.
I think the rest of it, so it's the week where they do craft.
I've been collecting little things that are adorable.
I haven't done, I'm done.